Hi everybody, this is Angie with Feisty Butterfly Tarot Reading, and today we are taking some time to do a reading for Gemini for the light workers. So if you know what light workers are, if you have that in your energy or in your calling, be aware this one goes out to you guys under the sign of Gemini. We're going to look a little bit at Rebecca Campbell's Light Workers Oracle deck and the oracles of the Hidden Realms and Avalon, the Wisdom of Avalon. So we're going to see what's going on and see what we can tell you that might be helpful for you at this time. Oh, okay. I am listening. Won't go back? Okay. We'll take that for now. We might come back to that. We'll see. We're going to use a little bit of the good tarot in more of the specifics and the pragmatics for this oracle reading. Although it's a tarot deck, it reads very oracle. So just take a little leaf or two out of that book, so to speak. And the Animal Spirits Oracle, which is just sassy, cute, fun, and on point. That one wants to stay. All right, we'll leave it at that for now. If we need more, we'll find more. All right, so starting at the top, we have Porcupine Spirit again. I just shuffled these. This was in the Leo read, and I just shuffled these. We're going to shuffle some more. Okay. All right. Gemini, the Porcupine Spirit is about being buoyant, starting over again. You're at the beginning of a cycle. Don't be defensive. That's the short version. Porcupine quills are hollow. When they get defensive and fluff those out, if you put them in water, they would actually float. So, there you have it. Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. So even though you may feel defensive, you have the power to handle whatever situation you're supposed to be adapting to. So little light worker Geminis, be very aware. Influences around you right now are 10 of Earth and the Tower. All right, the Tower also came out in a different deck for the Leos. So all right. There's many of us that have cross signs, sun sign, moon sign, rising Jupiter, Venus. Look at some of these if it resonates. If you're cross watching for a friend, pay attention. Direct them here. If this is going out to you, listen up. Perk up your ears. Listen. Reclaim your power. New beginning time. 10 of Earth. Everything is abundant with 10 of Earth. This is like the inheritance card. There's so much abundance in your material resources, in your energetic resources. Your needs are being met and seen to. You have more than enough right now. If there's anything crumbling, do not let that take you into a lack mindset for even a second. Lots of things are crumbling out there in the world. Lots of structures, institutions, old ways and old paradigms are being shattered, blown up, and destroyed. So you don't have to be part of the wrath of that destruction. Just know it's a natural thing that's happening, and that's something that will happen before people come to a new consciousness and a new spiritual mindset. Be aware. Tune in. Looking into the Lightworker card specifically for you. Okay, Gemini. Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided, which sounds a little redundant. Your guidance is divinely guided. So tune in. Your spirit is being divinely guided. The Akashic Library has all the knowledge of the universe ever. Point blank ever. So if you walk through, if you want to know anything from past life experience, pre-earth experience, call it what you will, before you arrived on this planet, or anything that might be relevant that ancestors may have for you, or things that will ring true and they still might be lessons that you're working on afterward or later on in this life for you. Be aware, tune in, dial in your spirit. Okay, couple of things. First out is the Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. Look, that's a gorgeous card. Look at how many on the other side are willing to help. They're the other side of the veil. They're the other side of the cosmos, whatever. They aren't physically in your world, but they are influencing you. They are around you, Gemini. You can tune in and see them. You can tune in and hear them and listen to your own inner knowing. If you listen quietly, if you get grounded and aligned, listen for that guidance. They are there working on your behalf. And the Mirror card. Who or what is triggering you? What's putting your undies in a bunch? What sets you off? There are lessons there. If something is triggering you now, it's likely something that's triggered you before, and that situation will repeat until the lesson is learned. The lesson will keep repeating until you get it. Okay. The wisdom of Avalon is talking about love and forgiveness. It's showing love as ascending stairs, as little by little going up leveling your game. And it's showing forgiveness, and it has this earthy, mushroomy, protected thing going on where you can actually grow in a tough situation. But the umbrella stuff of the mushroom is very protected. There's fairies that dance around the mushroom circles in the woods. So in Avalon land, this is where the magic would happen in your heart. Things would grow, things would flourish if you can allow forgiveness in. Whether this is forgiveness of self or another, I strongly think self. I think this is an old pattern that needs dispensed with. You also have, from the Hidden Realms, a card of the Winged Wise Ones, angelic help and miraculous aid. These things are coming up saying the same message to you. There are those around you who are helping you, supporting you, and who you can call on for support. This has the Ice Queen, ideas preserved, non-action, and entitlement. This is time where you should rest, reflect, and let that inner wisdom, you see this white owl, let that pure wisdom be downloaded. Rest, rejuvenate in your sleep. Find a place where you can relax and let go of the frustration of whatever's going on in the day. Let that go and be ready to move into the next day. Be aware. There's ideas. Things are being processed. They're being downloaded to you at this time. We're going once more into the Hidden Realms. The Resting Tree. Patience and stillness. And if you look close, you see this girl is just there resting, taking a nap. This is something you need. Be very aware of what your body actually needs, what your mind and spirit actually need. Don't push so hard that you can't keep up. There's no need for that. If things are triggering you, rest. Learn from the lesson. Don't just push even harder back, though that won't do you any good. One more from the light workers. So you Gemini light workers can get your groove back on. I feel like you've been struggling and waiting and feeling like you're patient, and you might have a little bit more of that yet to do. The Age of Light. This says you've been training for this for lifetimes. So this is your moment. The training is there. It's all in the records of the library. It's all in the knowing you had before you were sent here. It's in your wiring. Some of these gifts that you're supposed to be sharing with the world right now, you already know this. It's a very, very known. One more, I think. Whoa, take the top one. And it says, Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Okay. So whatever it is that was the hiccup from a previous time, a previous incarnation, or from even a previous time while you've been on this earth, whatever it is that gets you all hung up in your stuff, it's time to let go of that. You need to release that, and then you can ascend, then you can be lighter, then you can fly. So if something is crumbling down, shaking, and things are shifting, then let that shift happen for you. Let go. Get centered, get aligned, and then lift up and let your spirit just rise. Expand. Love. Love, 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 love. That's the key to your abundance.